Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. T Bear and baby Stella. So we're back. Yes, we had some life happen. It happens. Set us back a couple months, but it is what it is. I apologize for not being around. I could have posted, said, hey, I'm still alive, but you know, here we are. I still have the H and the M project in the pipeline. I just gotta wait for it to freeze now. It's muddier and I'll get out. But I'm like, once it freezes, I'm gonna pull them to the house, and I'll bring y'all along for that. I'm gonna pull them to the house. That way I can, that way we can work on them here, and there won't be any of this trying to go out there when it's muddy and all that stuff. So, but anyways, for the time being, we have another project sitting right here at the house. That's right. This fine machine with the, why? Why do people put 4th gen bumpers on, or 5th gen, or what? I don't, but it looks like behind is what it looks like. Just terrible. Anyways, so this is a 99 Dodge Ram 2500 Cummins 24 valves of turbo and or diesel. So this machine here is pretty much rust free. I did find one spot on it right here, but I mean, we can get in there and whack that piece out. But I mean, overall, this baby is just solid. Okay, so it's been used. I mean, it's not, you know, perfect back here, but there's no rust back here. There's no dents. Come with a 5th wheel. Blah 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 blah. We'll scoop up in here and look at the. I don't know if you can see even what's going on in there, but there's no rust anywhere up in here. You probably can't see because GoPros kind of suck about that, but she needs tires. But I mean, the price was right, you know. So overall, you know, it's been used, but it's solid. So it's a good project. I didn't really want a project, but we'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. It had one of them big old fart cans on, you know, about 10 inches of just octagonal power, and we promptly deleted that and put a normal tip on it. So I got a 5-inch exhaust, stock injectors, no lift pump, none of that stuff. It hasn't been tooted to the moon with a tuner or anything, so I mean, for the most part, it's not a bad rig. Stock intake, you know. Let's look inside. Let's see what we got. I mean, it's got the optional dash package, but I bought it. Like I said, I got a decent price on it, and I bought it knowing that the dash was clobbered, and that, you know, we had some, can you see the roof? I can't even see the roof in it. That's just crazy. Camouflaged, oh boy. Anyways, I bought it knowing that this would need replaced, so that didn't really bother me, you know. I mean, as long as it, oh, we got a blanket in there. What? Oh, man. That way, if the truck ever breaks down, you just pop the dash open, and boom, you're warm. But like I said, it's oops, sorry, you can't see that. It is thick B's only. Use your imagination on what the B is. But it's solid. You know, no rust in the doors and the cab corners, none of that. She's a solid rig. So, like I said, we're gonna fix that all up. Need some door panel love. I mean, like I said, none of that bothers me as long as it runs good. Well, I bought it knowing that it needed a radiator, folks. Bought it, then there's my colleague, Miss Stella. She's like, yeah, Dad, you bought another shit box. So, anyways, I bought it knowing it needed a radiator. And I thought, well, okay, I can put a radiator in, I can put a dash in. It doesn't really bother me. Like I said, the price was right for all of that. But let's find this little guy. Okay, so there's a hole in the radiator, right back in there somewhere. You can kind of see the dribble a little bit, but there's a crack, not a hole, but a crack. These Dodges, plastic tank, shaky, no bueno. So I bought it and test drove it, and you're thinking, T Bear, did you get 53 blocked? Well, it had a crack in the radiator, and it was coming over into the fan, and it was just sprinkling it all over the motor. So when I saw, you know, antifreeze everywhere, I thought, well, heck, you know, this guy's being honest and legit and not really an issue. And, well, come to find out, I brought her home and let her sit overnight. Guess what, boys and girls? T Bear got 53'd. So, down I don't know, you can't really see it too awful well. But if you look down in there, there is, I'll show you, I got a motor over here in the garage. I'll show you where they typically go bad. But yeah, sure enough, it was yeeting everywhere all over the ground. So I called old boy and said, hey, you sold me a truck with a crap motor. And he said, I did not. So, but it doesn't matter. I'm not here to accuse or accusate or anything. Just, let's just, you know, keep it honest and real here. So anyways, he said, well, he said, I'll get you a motor. Okay. So he got me a motor. And so I met him halfway and went to pick it up. Well, let's walk over and check this motor out, shall we? So he says, I got a motor for you. I said, cool beans. I said, it's not another 53 block. No, it's a 55 block. I said, great, good deal. Because even if it needed work, I mean, I don't mind putting, you know, a little bit of work into it. Hell, I was going to reseal the motor before I took the trouble of swapping it anyways. So what's putting the head gasket, you know, when you're down that far, if you need to do a little cylinder work, big deal. Go to pick the motor up, get ready to put it in the bed of my truck. Folks, can you see that? What does that say? Does that say 53? I'll be ding-donged if he didn't give me another 53 block. Oh, okay. All right, we'll make it work. Yeah. So, as we were loading it, there's a little oil on the floor now. Don't worry. Be all right. As we were loading it, busted the oil filler and it poured oil all over. So when I saw oil in this cylinder, you know, I mean, I thought maybe that it had come from... Turns out, I was wrong. So I took the oil pan off of it, as you can see, and had it flipped upside down, and there was oil in the motor. So it was upside down overnight. I came out the next morning, and all the oil had left through the piston and went out the exhaust hole. So the exhaust valves are open because I think it's actually at top dead center right now, because number 1 is on intake and number 6 is on exhaust. I don't really remember. So anyways, excuse me, I messed that up. Anyways, number 6 has oil coming out of it. So I took and poured a little bit more clean motor oil on it and left it again for another night just to test. Sure enough, slid past the rings. I'm like, gosh dang it. So now we are at the point where my uncle works for, been a diesel mechanic for 30 plus years. So he's going to help me figure this situation out. Because I mean, I can do it all. I just want to make sure that I'm doing it right. And he might have some tips and tricks, and you know. So we're going to go ahead and take the head off of it. And see what kind of shape the cylinder's in. If the cylinder's roached, I mean, at this point, we're going to let the motor go. I'll probably take some good parts off of it, take the head off of it, and just scrap the block, I guess. Because I'm not going to machine a 53 block. I'm not going to have the work put into it, the time, the effort. It'd just be a ticking time bomb. I want to be able to drive this thing to Florida and not have to worry about it. So, that being said, we're going to take this little guy off, and once we get the head off of it, we'll see what it's like. So I'm going to set you guys up somewhere where you can see, and yeah, we'll go from there. Tag along. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, yes. Not a whole lot of sludge in there, eh? Not doing too bad. I've already had this off. I've kind of looked at it, you know, just so I could. Oh boy, I've run out of places to put stuff. All right. Well, boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a hot mess. Whew. All right. I think we'll go to a time lapse, and I'll get this all tore apart in a time lapse, and we'll go from there. How's that sound? I don't want to like string it out, so we'll go to a time lapse, get it all done, and I'll bring you back. Alright, well, we've got all the rockers off, push rods out, all the connecting stuff is all out, all the head bolts are loose. I think what I'll do is pull all these out. I'll bring you back after I got it. You don't need to watch me pull the head bolts out. I mean, they're all loose. I'll pull all these out, and I'll bring you back when we go to lift this dude off. Actually, more lies. Tell you what we're going to do. I'm not super, excuse me, I don't have a super fancy tripod. I just got the little one that the GoPro came with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all these off. I'm going to pull the head off of it, and then I'll bring you back. How does that sound? Deal? All right. Okay, so we've, I said I wasn't going to bring you back for this, but we'll try it. I don't know what you can see, what you can't see. So I'm going to try to pry up on this a little bit. Get it. Well, we'll just do this. I don't really want to pry on the timing cover, but here we go. Oh, wow. That separated way too easy. I think somebody's been here before. I don't know. Oh, that does not look good, kids. All right, well. Looks like it's all free and ready to come up, so. Oh, yeah. We're all dialed in there. So, all right, let me set you over here. Look at this fancy tripod. Boom. Yeah, we use this for a keg stand for my sister's not graduation party. I don't remember what it was for. Maybe it was my brother's, I don't know. Anyways, we use it for something. Free beer. College graduation. It was her college graduation because she was 21. So, boom. There it is. Anyways, I know you don't care at this point, but all right, let me get you down here and see what you're seeing. And I gotta take my glove off. What are you seeing? Are you seeing it? What's it look like? Oh yeah, dialed in. All right, now let's see if we can do this without killing ourselves here. This should be a blast. All right. Move the old cancer cannon out of the way. You know, you know. Oh. Now, I think we're going to go down a little bit with the lift-a-rooski here. Down. Oh, boy, take your time. I mean, you know, it's cool. Whoop. All right. Let's move in a little bit more here. What do we think? Oh yeah, sideways. That's the way you like it. I feel like that's how this whole project's been for me, sideways. Let's see if we can get this guy convinced that he needs to come. Whoa, okay. Oh yeah. Looky there, boys and girls. I'm thinking that if we just, at this point I don't even know what to think. Let's, come here little buddy. Aww. Okay, well we got this guy. Oh yeah, look at this. Bam, dialed in. dialed to life. All right, well, let's jack this thing up. Let's jack it up. Oh, what a gomer. Jesus, Murphy, Josh. Good Lord. Yeah, that was gonna work out real well. Is this the dumbest thing I've ever done? No. Alright, now let's try it again. I know you're not supposed to hook hooks that way, but if it holds, wasn't really that dumb of an idea. Okay, oh boy. Oh boy, it does not look good in there, folks. Looks like cylinder number 2's been, well, it looks like cylinder number 2's been having an aqua party, and I don't know who was invited, but probably would have chosen not to come. Okay, well, it's off. Cylinders don't look too great, but they don't look too bad. Oh boy, this looks like a dandy in here, kittens. All right, well, I don't know. Let's look. That doesn't look too awful bad. That one's had, oh boy, that one's had some water sitting in it. That's good. It's really good on it, isn't it? And them water passages are just, golly, is that, head gas is blowed out there. That's cool. Alright, well, I'm not seeing like maximum carnage, but I don't see that cylinder there. That's going to have to be, I don't know if this light's terrible. It's too dang bright. But, yeah, that's rusted. Cylinder number 2 is rusty. I'd say it's been a while since this motor's ran. But that's the oily one. Looks like he's been oily for a while. I'm assuming by all the crust on the top there, you can see there's kind of a ridge there. It's probably had oil on it for quite some time. But what's the head look like? Oh yeah, he's been oily for a while. Cylinder number 2's been getting water in him. Fantastic. Great. Water passages look awful. So, well, I don't know that that's quite what we were looking for. That's disappointing. I guess I can see the cross hatching in that one. See the cross hatching in that one. Of course, it looks like we're dragging something there. See the cross hatching in that cylinder too. So I'm anxious to see what number 6 looks like. Let me bar this thing over and I'll bring you back. How's that sound? All right, folks. T Bear. Well, I can see the cross hatching, and then I don't know. It's hard to see on camera, I'm assuming. I can see the cross hatching in that cylinder. That cylinder, I can see the cross hatching in. That one's had something dragging up and down through it, as you can see. You can see you can see the cross hatching in all of them, but that one's had something. There's something wrong in there. Obviously, that one's toast. I mean, had to take it out and clean everything up. Same with that. That one had rust in the top, so must have been sitting with the intake wide open. Well, yeah. There's your culprit. Right there. I didn't even notice that. What a goofball. But it must have been sitting with the intake valves open, just ready to eat. It's fantastic. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. Really. I don't have any good idea what I'm going to do. I'm going to call my uncle up. give him a shout, see what his thoughts are on it. I don't really want to, excuse me, I don't want to take the time to machine a 53 block, because that's going to need, I don't know that it'll need machine, but that'll need cleaned up, and probably need at least cleaned up there, because obviously oil's getting past it. So, and the way the head looks, you know what, yeah, it's going to need head work. Those valves are rusted. I don't know if it's the end of the world as rusty as they are, because they're not super rusty. It's just, it's a light rust, but still, it's nothing that I want this to last. So, that being said, folks, I'm going to let you go for this one. I will bring you back once I have a decision made on what we're going to go, where we're going to do, and, you know, where we're heading with this. Like I said, I want to talk to my uncle tonight, talk to a few more friends, and see where we end up. Right now, the truck still runs and drives. It leaks water if you give her the beans. So, I don't know. But we've been 53'd, folks. Don't get 53'd. I've known about the 53 block for a long time. I mean, I don't know. It was stupid. But can't do anything about it now. So, and then the good engine that I got, I mean, we can see where that went. So, it's been drinking more water than, you know, a triathlon athlete. So, all right, well, bring you back on the next one when we decide what's going on. And till then, yep.